Hi Earth Signs, this is going to be your weekly messages for the week of April 28th to May 5th. As I was focusing in on your energy, a few things came to thought. I feel like May is going to be a month for Earth Signs where you're going to be moving more into balance with yourself. I saw the image of a goblet and you filling it up. There could be celebrations. Some of you will be having birthdays this month. But the phrase two parts become one came to mind. And I don't think that's you and another person. I think that two pieces of you are going to come together to form the one, which is going to create that more balanced individual. And you're going to know more the month of May what actually fills up your cup. I did see a struggle with a specific relationship in your life. That struggle may be coming to an end in May. And a choice is going to have to be made either to release it or redefine the relationship. I don't know if this is a romantic relationship, or if it is, a sibling relationship, but it's, a friendship, but it's some relationship that there's been a lot of struggles with in your life, and I just really feel like the struggles with these relationships are coming to an end, and I'm not sure if that's going to be because you're going to choose to no longer have this relationship, or the relationship is going to be redefined in a different way. Okay, so we're going to look at what you need to let go of this month. And it's interesting. The card that came up is acceptance of love. And that's what you're needing to let go of this month. I think with this card, this is what I'm hearing with this card coming up here. Because, nobody really wants to let go of the acceptance of love. But I think what needs to be let go of around the acceptance of love is putting conditions and expectations on relationships of love in your life. Instead of, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of us tend to go into relationships of love with people, whether it be in friendship or in a romantic partnership, with certain expectations in mind. We kind of preconceive what the relationship is going to be rather than just letting it flow. So I think, what needs to be let go of around the acceptance of love is this habit, I guess I want to say, of always having a certain expectation on where a relationship is going to take you. That you need to move more into the type of thing of just taking it day by day, and letting it be guided by the universe, and letting it take you, and enjoy the journey of it more rather than trying to make it so rigid is what I'm hearing with this. The book says for acceptance of love, the image is a representation of the harmony of opposite masculine and feminine. You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It is important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now, and will enhance the life of another. Love can happen. Love is the truth of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside you. Express more love in your life and allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it's supposed to, in that order. Everything that happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring a bright light and individuality into this world. Okay, and I think that this, the way this is phrased in here, um, definitely kind of speaks to what I was saying. Just enjoy the journey of the relationship. You need to let go of the expectations on where you think, you know, trying to see too far ahead of where the relationship, you went out on 2 dates with somebody. Are we going to move in together tomorrow? That all needs to go. You just need to enjoy each moment of it and release that that grasp on what you think it's going to become. Because when we do that, lots of times we get disappointed if we already have a preconceived notion of what we think it's going to be, and it turns out to be something else. And not necessarily that the something else it turned out to be is a bad thing, but because you had this other idea, what it turned out to be is just disappointing to you and not fulfilling to you. What we will be working on this week is to heighten your vitality. You know, with this card, I mean, she's got the earth in her hand. She's got that globe. I don't know if it's a magic ball. The earth. To me, it looks like the earth. The universe is on your side with this, but, she looks awful tired in this card. So, I think one of the goals that needs to be worked on this week is, you need to take care of yourself and nurture yourself more this week. Because I believe that a lot of stuff is coming in for you, but if you're too tired to receive it, a lot of good stuff, the universe is sending a lot of good things your way. But if you are not in the right frame of mind, if you're too tired, if you're not eating well, if you're working 50 million hours, you're not going to be open to receiving it, and you're probably not even going to see it. So, I think this week you really need to work on taking care of yourself this week in order to be able to receive what the universe is sending your way. The heighten your vitality card says tap into the depths of your being and draw on your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with the warmth of sunlight. So go outside and visualize this light bringing, if it ever stops raining, bringing new energy into you. You have energetic reserves to draw on. Allow this energy boost to flow through you. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with a friend, smile, laugh, and share human touch. And that I think was part of what I talked about in the beginning is, I saw that goblet and it being filled up, and I kind of saw that as a celebration. Spend time doing the things that you love and spend time with the people that you enjoy spending time with. And, by doing that, you're going to be revitalized. And then, the key to working towards that goal of bringing up your vitality this week is, bountiful harvest. And what I see, what I'm hearing with this bountiful harvest card is that remember to be thankful and have gratitude for everything that you have in your life. Remember to stop and smell the roses. Breathe the air, feel the sunlight. A lot of nature stuff I'm hearing here. So, earth signs, I think this is your week when the weather's nice. Make sure you get out there and spend some time out there. Because this card definitely, to me, screams nature. Um, and you know, because we all have some type of bountiful harvest in our life, um, even if it's the small things. Recognize the small harvests that you have in your life and celebrate them. The Bountiful Harvest card says you have access to the infinite source of love and resources provided by Mother Earth and the universe. There are no demands, requirements, or conditions that affect your ability to access the supply. This is a wonderful reminder and the absolute truth pertaining to the abundance that is available to you. Grant your abundance the opportunity to flow into your life. It will reshape your perspective. It will strengthen and nourish you. This phase holds a plenitude of affluence and fertility. You are lucky and you are blessed. Okay, so but you got to make sure that you take care of yourself, because if you don't, you're not going to be in a place to even see the bountiful harvest or receive it. Alrighty. So let's see what the Alice in Wonderland deck has to say about the overall energy for Earth signs this week. That was a lot of information right there. All right. Okay. So we got the Wake Up card. It's your moment, okay? And I think this card fits perfectly with this Bountiful Harvest card. And the whole nature scheme. Look at all the flowers she's got going on in there in that card. But now's your time to Earth signs. And it's your season. You know, for Taurus, it's a Taurus season. It's an Earth sign season right now. Make sure you take advantage of that. You're being in your own energy right now. And this is a time that you can, you know, harvest a lot during this period of time. But, you know, it's time for you to wake up and see that, you know, you can truly shine during this time of the year. You just have to allow yourself to be able to do that. Sorry, I was looking for something. To be able to do that. You know, it also could be something that kind of jolts you into an awakening. Being asked to do something before you're ready to do it. But I think the big message around this card is that you need to be present and fully engaged with what's happening around you. You know, making each moment count and sharing with people that who are ready to listen. Okay, so this week you're gonna get a wake-up call. So let's do your spread. Earth signs. Oh, we're still stuck in this energy. Oh, but it looks like we're moving out of it. Messages for Earth signs for the week of May 28th. happy birthday to any Tauruses out there. Some have already had birthdays, and some will be having some coming up soon. Cards were flying out, but they're not now. Okay, so when I look at the top cards, you know, after a time of battle, you're kind of taking some time out to do some reflection, and, you know, you almost want to give up. But, you know, this card talks about resilience. Two more to go. So I think during this week, for Earth signs, you know, after some challenging times, you're going to be able to be resilient. You might feel like you want to give up, but just still hang in there. One more to go. I'm going to take all three of these at the end. Alrighty, let's get all the cards into view. And then I'm just going to pull some Lenormands out to see what we got going here. Of the story here. All right, perfect. Okay, so overall, we got in the center, we have Seven of Cups, lots of choices, and the Clouds card with the Lenormand deck. Now the Clouds card, you know, talks about, you know, there was some type of clarity that really isn't being able to be seen, but that's coming to an end with the Coffin card up here. And over here, there is some light being shed on something. So it looks like there was something that, you know, you just really couldn't see very clearly on. And there's definitely, you know, something needed to be revealed. But with the Coffin card, it looks like that is going to come to an end, and there is going to be some light shed on whatever couldn't be revealed. The ring card with the cloud card, you know, the ring card talks about commitment, rewards, could be some type of contract. So there could have been, because this talks about correspondence, a letter, maybe some clarity wasn't seen in some type of contract or document. But now it's going to be clearer, and with the stork coming in, there's going to be new birth to it. I mean, the stork brings the children. So there's definitely going to be a letter coming in. There could be a letter coming in, or some type of correspondence that's come in. That is going to bring new light. It's going to bring a new birth to make it so that you can get to the other side of this clouds card where the sun is shining through. Okay. All right, let's look at your spread here. All right, so at the center of your reading, this is the center of your week. There's some decisions that need to be made here. We've got lots of choices in front of us. And you got to figure out which one you want to choose. We got 7 cups here. And which way you're going to go. I think that you're not quite sure. You're still kind of feeling kind of trapped in your mind. You're not quite sure which way you want to go. Yep, and here we've got, you know, some, as we got the, you know, the clouds card over here, something wasn't quite clear. Something's not being seen when it comes to the choice that comes in for you. You got the 2 swords crossed here. You're kind of trapped within your own thoughts. And I believe with this card over here, this is what I'm hearing with the 3 of Wands, is that you're definitely turning your back on 2 of these choices. If you look at the 3 of Wands card, there's 2 wands here, and he's holding on to 1. And, you know, he's turning his back to these 2 right here and facing out in the ocean and saying, this is what I choose. I'm choosing this wand. Now bring me what I want, basically, because here we've got the Magician. So there's definitely manifestation going on with the Magician. So the choice that you do decide to make is going to allow you to manifest. It's going to manifest in your life. All right, so let's look at the top. So, you know, we went through some battles here, some challenging times. And you were almost ready to give up, but you keep plotting ahead and you keep going, and you're not quite ready to give up yet. But you're still not really seeing things clearly because you're trapped in your own thoughts. You can take the blindfold off and look, but I feel with the Chariot next to this, you're moving out of this energy of feeling trapped in your own thoughts, and this energy, you know, this energy of kind of feeling defeated. So I definitely feel that there's gonna, you know, you're definitely moving towards a better energy. You know, if you look at the Chariot card too, she's kind of looking. I'm sure you can't see in the camera, but she's looking over at these 2 cards like, what the heck is wrong with you? Get on the Chariot and let's let these sphinxes take us to where we need to go, basically. Why are you you know, holding yourself back is what I'm hearing. The universe is ready to, let you have those things that you want to manifest. But it's almost like you're saying, do I really deserve these things? And the she looks like an angel in the chariot's looking at you like, what is wrong with you? You got the sun here. You got these two strong sphinxes ready to lead the way and take you to where you need to go, but you're sitting here all trapped up inside your head and kind of saying, oh, I feel defeated. Something didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So it's time for you to move forward and move out of that energy. And once you do, you're going to be able to make the choice on where you want to go. You're going to be leaving, obviously some things behind because you've turned your back on the other wands. And you're going to make that choice. And you're going to put the work in to manifest that choice. The Magician card is all about, manifestation. Bringing things. He has the ability. He has the, I also see with him, because there's so much, we got a lot of green in these two cards. The green behind, the green here. There's going to be a lot of healing with this as well. I think the choice that you make is going to allow some healing to be done. The cup is almost front and center on this card. There's a bunch of cups in the choices card, the 7 of Cups card. But the cup is front and center. So I think there's going to be a lot of healing that occurs this week, which is going to allow yourself to get out of this place of despair and being trapped in your own thoughts and your own mind. So that lady on that chariot can stop looking at you like, what is wrong with you? You got the world here. You got the world at your hands. You got the world at your feet. And you're sitting here saying, oh my God, I don't know if I deserve this. Should I be doing this? Blah, 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 blah. You're almost like talking yourself out of manifesting what you want in your life. You don't do that. And we got the Emperor. It looks like you're going to start to progress to the state of the Emperor where you stand strong, and you stand, the Emperor stands strong for his beliefs. He's the ruler of a whole empire, He's strong, protects what's around him, what he wants. But then you're still getting yourself into this blindfolded swords thing again. You're back at the 2 of Swords again. So, these 2 Swords cards, the 7 of Swords and the 2 of Swords, I believe that, you need to take those blindfolds off so you can really see where this choice that you're going to make is going to bring you. Because it's going to bring you to, I took all 3 cards that came out for the last card, because it's going to bring you to the World card. And the World card too, there's going to be a lot of completions with this World card coming in, I think, for you guys this week, the Earth signs. Wrapping up those karmic cycles. And she just looks so free in this card. Freeing yourself of all that baggage that you've been carrying, and freeing yourself of not being able to see where you want to go, beating yourself up over and over again. I don't know if I really should do this, because that's what I kind of feel like. But the Emperor says, stand strong and stand in your power here, and take the Sphinxes by the reins and go. It's time to go. It's time to make that choice and complete those karmic cycles with this World card here, because there's something from the past. Yes, it's completing all the karmic cycles. It's the baggage that you've been carrying with you from the past. It's time for you to get rid of that so that you can, you know, reach that 10 of Pentacles, that stage of full abundance, of full manifestation. You know, look at all the pentacles here. You know, this chest is full. You know, he's got everything he could want in this chest. But you've got to be able to release all this baggage that you've been carrying with you from the past. And I think that's what's kind of almost like scaring you from moving forward and getting you kind of trapped in your thoughts here and putting the blindfolds on. Because there's something from your past that you're having a really hard time releasing. And that's holding you back because you don't want to see that you really need to release this, whether it be a person, place, or thing. But it's saying, you know, it's time to end that this week with the World card, so that you can move on to what you're really, you know, your abundance in life. So I will pull one card from, I didn't prepare for this, sorry. I wasn't going to do it, but they're telling me, yes, you need to do this. Because they need to, I am going to pull one card from the Flower of Life. I was going to use the postcards from Spirit, but they said, nope, use the Flower of Life deck, so I will. So, let's see what we got from the Flower of Life deck. And then I'll do each sign, okay? What is the message for Earth signs for the week of April 28th? And you know, some of this could be, I mean, I don't really see any, it could be the Six of Cups card, but I don't really see any major relationship cards in here. But I, you know, talked about in the beginning that I felt like there was some type of struggle with a specific relationship in your life. And that struggle feels like it's coming to an end. But the choice, and we got the Seven of Cups, a choice was going to be made, and it was going to either be made to release it or redefine it. And from what is coming out, it kind of sounds like it, the way that, I can't even say that you're going to release it, because I was thinking with the Six of Cups in the world, the karmic cycles coming to an end, that maybe that was saying it needs to be released. But I'm not sure, because that could also, never mind, this card just came out. I'm not sure, but it also could just mean that the relationship isn't going to be the same as it was in the past. The card that came out from the Flower of the Oracle deck is the Freedom card. Liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past. Didn't I just say that? From what is often called tradition. Throw open the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Let us say thank you to all who have come before us. I talked about in the beginning when we talked about the bountiful harvest. Remembering gratitude for everything that's around us. Let's say thank you to all who have come before us for their creations and all that they lived. For in doing so, they gave you options and brought you to where you are now. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generations before you wanted. You are the manifestation of the expanded previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more for the sheer beauty and joy of it. This is the natural flow of life. Somehow we allowed ourselves to become living statues, reenacting the experiences of the past, becoming a victim to this. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to give you a place to start when you arrive. Your genes do not decide anything, you do. Liberate yourself and become who you know you are. You are powerful. You are the emperor and you are the magician, okay? You're powerful. You have the ability to end all this karmic cycles that, this talks about your ancestors and the genes. You know, all those karmic cycles that your family, excuse me, has gone through. And maybe that's, you know, what needs to come to an end. But it's time to move forward on your own journey, not the journey of your ancestors. Alrighty, let's take a look at each sign. My table's all messy now with cards all over the place. Alrighty, Taurus, we will start with you, and happy birthday, Tauruses. What is the message for Taurus for the week of April 28th? The Empress. See, I see the Empress as Taurus's energy. It's time to step into your own energy, Taurus, and to be your own person. You know, it's all there for you. Okay, so we got the Empress, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something you're still holding on to, Tauruses. You have the ability to step into your own energy. The cards are asking you, it's time for you to step into your own energy and move away from this energy that you're hanging on to. The negative thought patterns, the anxiety, the, you know, laying awake at night thinking about every sin that you think you've ever committed or every song that you've heard on the radio 50 million times. But you're still holding on to something from the past that is eating away at you in the mind. You think about it a lot, and you're being asked this week, it's time for you to birth a new you and step into, you know, the Empress energy. Nurture yourself. Just definitely there's a different direction that you need to move out of this week and move into the Empress, Taurus. And that's great the Empress came out, because to me the Empress and the I don't see the Hierophant as Taurus. I see the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles more as a Taurus card. All right, who do we got next? Virgo. What are the messages for Virgo? You know, I think Taurus is definitely, that yours definitely summed up that freedom card that I read right before that. You need to step out of your ancestors' energy and move into your own. Like that said, you know, it was what we were born with, but we have to forge our own paths. Okay, Virgo, you've got two paths. Which one are you going to choose? One looks like it's a little longer than the other one. So are you going to choose the path that's been less traveled? You're going to take the short way around, or are you going to do the long journey? And you know what? Sometimes we learn more lessons on the longer journey. And we're able to find more clarity on the longer journey. Yep, something's going to be, with the Queen of Wands coming up next to that, I definitely think that something is going, a spark is going to come to you as to where you need to go. But you're still kind of conflicted about which path you want to take. You're not sure if you want to take the easier way or the longer way. But with the longer way being next to the Queen of Wands, I really feel like the longer way is going to be the better way to go, because I think it's going to really ignite you and and show you where your power lies. But I think you're still kind of conflicted on which way you want to go this week. Alrighty. And Capricorn. What is the Capricorn this week? Yep, and you got that wake up card, so you know it's time to wake up, guys. Oh, Capricorn, you're kind of stuck up in your head still too, feeling the anxiety, the stresses. You're feeling a bit defeated. But you're still hanging on, because you're hanging on to that wand pretty tight. You just got to lift your head up a bit and look and pull yourself up. Pull yourself out of this anxiety mode. And, you know, the Tower, it's time for something to, universe might be stepping in for you this week, Capricorn, to pull you out of this energy, kind of this despair energy, this week. Let me see. It's the Tower card here for Capricorn. The Tower card here for Capricorn. Yeah. So, you know, the universe is stepping in this week, kind of dismantling something, but by doing that, it's going to bring you healing, bring you to the star, some cleansing. Hope is going to come back. You know, you're going to start to, once something comes crumbling down, when the universe steps in and stuff comes crumbling down, we do kind of stick in this energy, you know, that energy of despair and kind of anxiety, because it's change. It's, you know, a different direction. But that different direction is going to renew you, and bring you more hope and healing. Very nice, Capricorn. Alrighty, Earth signs, have a great week.